Welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please push the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Also, check me out on my other platforms, my Telegram, my YouTube, my Rumble, and here on YouTube. Well. It was freaking hot today. That's all I gotta say. It's fucking hot. Can you tell I got a sunburn? Sunburn. Sorry, I gotta drink some water. Well, hopefully everybody's having a great Sunday. Pretty interesting. I don't know. Something's telling me to take out my Bible. So, I don't know. This morning, I was going to do a live this morning. And then I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it this morning. As I said that it's 1:11. So I was like, let me be more like chilled later in the day, you know. So, when I opened my Bible this morning, it opened up to Isaiah. I don't know. I was just going to say Psalms. I don't know why. Weird. But I was asked to read. Well, I was asked to read Psalms 54:11. So I know I was just sitting here this morning and I was like, huh. God said, read your Bible. I said, okay. So what do you want me to know today? What do you want me to know? Right? So so I opened up my Bible and it was Isaiah, like I said, 54:11. It says the third servant song, which is right here. It was Isaiah. So it says Isaiah's song of the obedience of the suffering servant, which is pretty interesting. So I'm going to read it to you. Okay. So this was the passage that I read this morning. And I think it kind of correlated with what was going on in my day. So let's read it. Sorry, no. I'm good, thank you. It says, the Lord God has given me the tongue of those who are instructed, to know how to sustain the worry with a word. He awakens me each morning. He awakens my ear to listen like those being instructed. The Lord God has opened my ear, and I was not rebellious. I did not turn back. I gave my back to those who beat me, and my cheeks to those who tore out my beard. I did not hide my face from scorn or spitting. The Lord God will help me. Therefore I have not been humiliated. Therefore I have set my face like flint, and I know I will not be put to shame. The one who vindicates me is near, who will contend with me. Let us confront each other. Who has a case against me? Let him come near me. In truth, the Lord God will help me. Who will condemn me? Indeed, all them will wear out like a garment, and moth will devour them. Who among who fears the Lord and listens to his servant? Who among you walks in darkness and has no light? Interesting. Yeah. Who among you fears the Lord and listens to his servant? Who among you walks in darkness and has no light? You know, it's so crazy. You know, when you stare at someone, not stare at them, but like, you know, when you look at somebody and you look and you're like, does this person even have a soul? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you look at somebody and you're like, something's just not right about them, like their eyes, because you know, they say the eyes are windows to the soul, right? So you can tell when someone's genuine and when someone's not by their eyes. Let's say. All right, so let's see what we have for you guys. I was hoping that I had one of my mops on tonight, but I don't think Diane or no way. I mean, that way is not on. Who else is not on? Nobody and Keith. I don't know where they are. But let's see what we have. Let's clear the energy real quick. I was going to do some breathing exercises, but I was like, I wasn't going to be on too long. So, I don't know. These cards were like popping out at me. And these are my shadow work cards, which is, where's right here. So this is what I'm going to be using tonight. I don't know. I see deception and inner cosmos. Watch out for those people that are deceptive, like I just got in my chat. Scammers. They're called scammers. Watch out for scammers. All right, God, Source, Universe. We're going to say our prayers, and then we're going to see what's in the cards. So, okay. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth that is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For them is the kingdom and the power and the glory. May the Lord be with us all. I invoke the powers of Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Ariel, Camille, and Metatron, and Uriel to please protect my energy and my space. Lord, help those that are lost in spirit and help us along our path. Amen. All right, let's see what we got. All right. No, that one didn't want to. It says, heal through art. Express your shadows in art and let healing unfold. Creativity and expression. So they want you to be more creative. They want you to use your creative spark. I see someone doing art, sketching. I see someone editing videos. I see someone dancing. Remember, dancing is art because it's choreography. You know, you're dancing to the music. I heard poetry. So yeah, using your creative expression. So like if you're, so this is pretty interesting. This card comes out because I do therapy with kids that have disabilities, right? So, but also kids that have like issues. So it's pretty interesting because the kids that I see that are artistic, they like to draw, they like to paint, whatever. So what I instruct them, I say, okay, so instead of getting angry or getting pissed off or having outbursts, why don't you do something that you love to do? So there's this one particular person, this one particular child that I worked with. She liked drawing. So I said, okay, so you like drawing. So when you get upset or angry at school, like, you know how bullies are. We all been through that. So I said, why don't you just go somewhere else and go draw? And guess what? She's sketching and she's amazing at it. See? You know what I'm saying? So you can use art to just express your feelings. So we have break chains. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront them, self-limiting beliefs. I heard stop limiting yourself. Break the chains of the past, people, places, and things that are not serving you, things that are not elevating you, things that are not bringing positive outlooks in your life. Be like the unicorn. Be fucking magical. You know what I'm saying? So you're the only one that can overcome blocks in your life. You're the only one that can confront your shadows, your light, your limiting beliefs. That's why I don't believe in religion, because there's so much diversity when it comes to religion or whatever the case may be. There's a God. We all know there's a God. So stop limiting yourself. It's pretty interesting when a lot of people condemn me because I do tarot and I read oracle cards and I'm a channeler. It's like, what was Jesus? Just saying. These are just tools, people. Tools. That's all it is. Kind of like you're using a fucking toolbox to fix your car. Kind of like every child is unique. Every adult is unique. No one's the same. All right. Let's see what else. I heard breaking chains of addiction. You can be addicted to anything. Cigarettes, caffeine, candy, over assessing and reading, TV, eating junk food, binge watching shit on Netflix. I don't know. I don't watch really nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what else. Interesting. We have escapism, like escaping. It says detach from daily struggles and relax, but don't use it as a form of avoidance. Relaxation facing reality. So some of you guys could be like escaping your mind into work, traveling, avoidance. It's like being avoidance. It's like avoiding the inevitable. It's like always traveling, not confronting things that you're supposed to confront. Interesting. So they want you to take out time for yourself. Stop avoiding your feelings. You know how, because I know this as well. When I did catering for many years, So what I did, like when me and their dad got into fights or whatever, or arguments, I would just work and I would just pick up more hours or whatever the case may be, or I would just binge working to avoid my emotions because I didn't want to confront my emotions. So what I did was I just worked a lot. And then as I got older and I had kids and I went on my spiritual path, and when he passed away, it all hit me all at once. So if you need to confront whatever emotions that you have within yourself, don't use work as an escape because you don't want to face certain emotions, realities, or whatever the case it may be to you. Everybody's going through their own journey. I don't know your journey. I'm just here as a messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm just a messenger. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But I know this because I did it a lot. I avoided my feelings, my emotions. And then when shit hit the fan and things just started coming out of everywhere, I was like, whoa. But it also helped me reset. So it was kind of like a tower moment. A lot of us go through tower moments. It could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing. But remember, if we don't get these tower moments in our lives, it won't. It's like God is like doing a redirection. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, wait, you're taking the wrong path. Let me help you out here. Yes, it's fucked up the way it's going, but hey, I'm going to lead you to a better fucking place. And he has. And I'm grateful. Thank you, God. So yeah, everything had to burn. Everything had to burn. But hey, it is what it is. I've learned a lot of lessons. I've grew a lot in these 9 years. Because he's been gone 9 years already. It's been that long. It's been that long. Alright, let's see. We're going to take out the Akashic Records. I don't know why. But I was asked to. We're going to shuffle them. Because I think I used this a while ago. I don't want the same cards. If the same cards come out, I don't know what to tell you. Tell that to the cards. I don't know if I'm going to do any free readings tonight. I don't know if I have the energy for it. I don't know. So, healing through art. Let's see. Okay, so we have grounding. Cornerstone, how long I've been single? For 9 years. And I've been celibate for 7. Well, going on 7, 6. It's been 6 years. So I lost my daughter 6 years ago. So I've been celibate since my daughter has passed. And I'm keeping it that way. Because if you know about energy exchange, it's real. And let's just say, I don't want nobody's cooties. Good. So it says grounding. You're being asked to ground yourself. You've been spending too much time in your head, and it's time to pay attention to your body and to earth. Go outside and plant your feet on the ground and enjoy the centering feeling this brings. That's pretty interesting because I said this yesterday. So it's like the energies from yesterday is coming into today's read. What is going on? God explain to me what is going on. So I want you to ground. I want you to ground. And it also is going to help you create what you're trying to manifest. Interesting. Break chains. It says forgiveness. Forgiveness. I always say this. It's pretty interesting forgiveness came out, because I always say to forgive, right? Because at the end of the day, let's say someone did you fucking dirty. A lot of people have done me dirty. That's why I'm about myself. So instead of getting angry, getting upset, you know why? Because they already fucking moved on. They already like took off, doing whatever they're doing. And you're here like, what the hell? Having resentment, having anger, having bitterness, having all these emotions. Why? They're already fucking long gone. So it's better to forgive yourself, right? Forgive the person and move on. You know why? Because God is going to reward you some way, somehow. I don't know how, but he will. He's rewarded me. I forgave all of them. I said, bye. Okay. Sayonara. Toodles. And, and guess what? I feel lighter. I feel better. I sleep at night. I know I didn't do anything wrong. And it is what it is, because everybody has their own consciousness to deal with when they go to bed at night. So it says forgiveness. Withholding forgiveness only hurts you and prolongs the pain. What was I telling you? It's time to forgive someone, or maybe even yourself, so you can stay on the path of your highest potential. Exactly. Some of you guys could be seeing deers. This one did not want to go in. Let's put it back. Because I didn't say anything. Escapism. Oh, wow. Woohoo, look at this. It's pretty interesting. So it says release attachments. Exactly. So release attachments. There's something you need to let go of. It's either a limiting beliefs. Here we go again with this limiting beliefs. An untruth or negative behavior. It's holding you back and keeping you from stepping into your true potential and happiness. So pretty much you're stopping your own happiness. Stop escaping your own reality. Face it. The good, the bad, whatever it could be. A lot of people don't like to face the bad. A lot of people like to escape from the past. I don't know why I just said the past. But people like to escape their emotions. Why do you see why people act the way they act? Just saying. Just saying. Don't shoot the messenger here. Just saying. So yeah, releasing attachments to people, places, and things. Things that are not serving your highest good. Things that are not bringing you joy, evolving. Releasing attachments to the past. I'm working on that myself. I'm no fucking saint here, but I'm just saying, like, it's hard for me to release certain things. Okay, so I was having this conversation with someone, and today actually, And they were like, yeah, I understand that you have trust issues. Yeah, I do. I have a lot of fucking trust issues. You know why? Because of people. My own foster mother. Um, it's all over YouTube. You know, my whole story on YouTube, it's all over YouTube. Friends that I thought that were my friends, family that I thought that were my family. So yeah, I do have trust issues. Oh, also men trying to put me in jail because I don't want to sleep with them. You know, we could go down the list. People, you know, people that are evil that want to, you know, see you unhappy because they don't like themselves. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I do have trust issues. Lots of it. So I'm trying to release that. I'm working on it. But you know what? The person that I was talking to didn't show me any thing either to stay, like, not to have trust issues. We just don't have trust issues, just not to just have trust issues. We have trust issues because we've seen those issues before. Just saying. So yes, I have a lot of fucking trust issues. Just saying. Yes. Peachwood, you are exactly right. But it's crazy because even people that were there for you, that helped you and everything else, it still happens. And I think, like, I think it's all a lesson, right? The people that we come in contact with, it's all a lesson, right? We either take it, learn from it, and grow and evolve from it, or stay stuck and stagnant and poor me, like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Hey, poor me, oh my god. You know, let me just fucking cry some more. You know? Like that victim mentality. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what else we have. I know I'm such an asshole. I can be, yes. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying. Just being honest. All right, is there anything? Okay. Hold on. 3 cards came out. I'm going to take it. So these were the 3 cards. 3 magical cards. So we have solitude. So in solitude, you gain wisdom, enlightenment, understanding, keys and codes that only you have within your soul. Everybody's unique. Everybody's on their own path. Everybody has a purpose. What's going on, Brian? Am I on point tonight? I like to hear it. I don't know. I wasn't going to come on, Brian. I was like, you know what? I don't want to come on tonight. But it was like God was pestering me all day today, since this morning. You know? So I was like, what the heck, you know? So it says solitude. Spending time alone, often what we need to hear the whispers of our soul. Get to know all aspects of yourself so you can stand your own in any situation. You hear that? You hear that? You know, I've been in solitude for, I can't even count. It's been a long time. Since actually I started my spiritual path. I started my spiritual path August 21st of 2017. It was a solar eclipse. I remember. Because I looked in the sky. I remember the day. Because it was yesterday. So that's when I started. But I've had gifts since I was a child. I just didn't understand what the fuck they were. Because what? There's no schools for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So solitude is very important at this time. Remember, it's a 9 year. So it's a universal 9. So 9 has to do with internal reflection, realization of what you are, who you are, what your purpose is, what you want to do with your life. Who do you want in your life? That's what a 9 is. I know. You see my tan? It looks great, don't it? I was at the water park these last 2 days. Today was fucking hot. It was hot today. It's gonna be hot tomorrow. I might call out tomorrow. I think it's way too hot tomorrow and Tuesday. I think I'm gonna call out tomorrow and Tuesday. It's gonna be too hot, and I can't. And I can barely breathe as it is. So, so I might take the 2 days off and just go to the water park and stay cool and get another tan, a free tan. I don't have to pay for it. So we have Take a Chance. So it says, it's time to step outside your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you'll be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm and will begin to attract new results. Yes, you would. Yes, you will. Telling you, you will. You just have to have your faith and put your faith in God. And I'm telling you, God will work miracles just for you. Look at me. Trust in yourself. Always trust in yourself. Stop giving your keys to other people. Okay? Stop letting people push the gas. You push the fucking gas. And you push the brake. You turn the ignition and push the fucking gas. And when you want to stop, you could stop it yourself. Stop letting people turn the ignition for you, drive it for you, and press the fucking gas. Well, the brake. I just said press the gas, press the brake, whatever. You know what I mean. So stop letting people control you. You control it yourself. The circumstance. Whatever it is to you. So yeah, trust in yourself. You've got this. You've worked hard to get this far, and you have the ability to create the things you desire. Learning to trust in yourself and your abilities will take you to the highest timeline. Exactly. So trust yourself. Even when you think that you're not doing something right, or you feel like you're, like sometimes, like, because I'm a single mom, and I'm really hard on myself. I homeschool my kids. You know, it's just me, just Eve, in this frame. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I get hard on myself when I feel like I'm not doing enough. That I feel like that my kids are not happy enough. That you know, it's just like, so I get down, like and that's why I need that time for myself. And I'm a loner. I've been a loner since I was a child. It doesn't faze me. I've always been alone. I've always been the black sheep. Nobody's never fucking liked me. And I personally don't give a shit. At the end of the day, when this screen goes off, I will continue to live my life. As I always will and always will do. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to please anybody. I'm just here to be a messenger, to be a helper. Like the elf. You know what I'm saying? Like in the South Pole. Like, you know how the elves help Santa? I'm just helping God. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm here for. I'm not here to be better than you. I'm not here to think that I know more than you. I'm just here to guide you, to give you advice, to give you suggestions, to give you a better perspective. You know what I'm saying? Brian, you know what I mean. I'm not saying that I'm like, even though I do have kids, I still feel alone. I feel like, you know, I want to talk to an adult, not kids all the time. Brian. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. We're going to take the intuitive messages out. I don't know why. My head just got lightheaded. Yes, Brian, people do suck. That's why I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, because I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered. You know, with dealing with customer service for 20 plus years, I'm good. I'd rather deal with children, in my opinion. I work with kids, so. Ralph, see, yes, there's nothing wrong about being alone. Hey, man, being alone is the best part because you get to know yourself better. You get to know what you like, what you don't like, who you want in your life, who you don't want in your life. You create much more. You don't have the stress. You don't have the drama. You don't have the extra baggage. You know, you have your own baggage. I have my own fucking baggage. I have enough. You know what I'm saying? Being alone is not a big deal. Hey, there's so many people that are alone. Just saying. Just saying. All right, let's see what we have. Wow. So we have scarred space. Create a scarred place to allow your intuition to flow freely. We were talking about creativity. Alone, like when you're alone, you also create more. And I was saying that. Because you don't have people in your fucking ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have like, oh, you can't do that. Or, you know, you think that's going to work. Do you think it's going to be successful? Or do you know what I mean? You have that negative bullshit from people. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's a pro and a con to that. Yes. Yes, Brian. Yeah, not everyone is meant to be alone. You know, but when you walk a spiritual path, you have to be alone. Because you need that time with God. And if God placed you alone, it's for a reason. Why was Jesus alone? Jesus chose his people. Jesus chose each disciple that he came across. Everyone. And he already knew who was going to betray him. Interesting. So it says mind and heart harmony. When mind and heart align, your intuition becomes clear, crystal clear. God just wants you to sit with him. Wow. It says trust your gut. Your body knows the truth. Trust your gut feelings. Always trust your gut. If something ain't right, because it ain't right. It just ain't fucking right. Yeah, me too, Ralph. I was taught to be alone. I was always alone. Like, I always got picked on at home. I got picked on at school. So I was always a loner. I was meant to be alone, and I'm cool with that. Guess what? I get more shit accomplished. Let's see what else we have. Divine intervention. Divine intervention is at work. Your intuition is the message. Exactly. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see what else we have for you. Let's put these back. All right. Let's see. Someone's on the struggle bus, because I can't even pull my cards out. Okay. Oh, snappers! Nobody's on. Wow. You just popped like the Houdini. Like, see? And you changed your name. I was hoping somebody came on. The chat's been nice. It's been quiet. It's been quiet. It's been quiet. Not quiet, but you know what I'm saying. It hasn't been absurd. Chat has not been absurd this evening. Yeah, I'm done. Ralph, I have to hear this story. I really do, because I'm really interested in this story. What's going on? Nobody? Well, no, it's called I Am. You know what you should say? I am infinity. You heard that? I am infinity. All right, let's see what we have. Let's see what we got. So, Ralph, you got to tell me that story, man. You got to. I need a good laugh before I go to bed. Before I have a long day of work tomorrow. Infinity. Yes, I am infinity. That sounds better. All right, let me stop shuffling. All right, God, Source, Universe, what's the message for the collective? Really? That's funny. So someone's going through an awakening. Interesting. We have awakening. Remember, everybody goes through their own awakening on their own process. Everybody does not awaken at the same time. Everybody's on different timelines. Everybody is their own individual self. It depends on how much work you've done within yourself. Dark nights of the souls will continue, especially when you start awakening. Mine's Dark Night of the Soul. Actually, I had one when I had my neck surgery. It wasn't as bad as when I first started on my journey, which was 9 years ago. Yeah, 9 years ago. 10 years ago? No, 10 years ago. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's awakening process is different. Brian's was different. Mine's was different. I Am is different. Diana's is different. Everybody's awakening process happens on God's time. Because God's like, wake up! Stop sleeping. Hello? And then shit just starts happening. Crazy shit just starts happening. And then you have to figure it out and put the puzzles together, the pieces and everything. That's why it's called solitude. That's why you have to be. So a lot of spiritual people are alone because they have a bigger mission on the planet. That's why you don't see us in relationships. That's why you don't see us with people. That's why you just don't see us with anyone. Because also, if you are energy healer like I am, Diane is, I am is, a few of us, we can't be around certain types of energies. You know what I'm saying? Just saying. We just can't. And you know, I accepted that and I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Really? What a douche. Yeah, you know what? Being alone, you avoid drama, disappointments, arguing, fighting. Fighting and arguing is the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Why? You know, I did that for 15 years with their father. Just saying. You know, once you've been through the fucking roller coaster, fucking everything under the sun with one person, you're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I really want to go through this shit again? You know, I don't know. So, awakening, 47. I have 2 and 11. I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of 11-11s. I don't know about you, but I have. It says your consciousness is awakening. You are becoming attuned to the messages of the spirit and nature. Trust your psychic abilities. Like I said, if something doesn't smell right, it doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, listen to it. I'm telling you. You avoid a lot of headaches. Yeah, lots of 11-11. So we're going to read. It says awakening, awakening, awakening. So someone's going through an awakening. As you start to walk out on the way appears. You are in the process of a spiritual awakening. Pay attention to premotions, fair warning, signs, coincidence, precognitive dreams, and other sixth senses, sensory information. Messages from the spirit, nature spirit, and the animal kingdom are being given to you. Be aware that you are communicating with through everyday synchronicities. Wow. You're open to developing your intuition. You may receive telepathic messages and psychic information through your dreams. Music, art, pretty interesting. What were we talking about? Meditation and walking in nature. Trust your intuition and embrace your new enlightenment. Welcome to my channel. I'm just kidding. I just had to put it out there. It is ancient wisdom passed down from your ancestors. Know that your thoughts have energy and that they will have consequences if not used for good. We were just talking about this yesterday, about power and intentions. Know that your thoughts have energy and they will have consequences if not used for good. Respect your wise heritage and access this ancient magical wisdom to enable you to support others on their spiritual journey. As I said, as healers, we're not meant to be with everybody. Everybody's not our cup of tea and we're not theirs either. And I'm good with it. You are surrounded by the quality of clairvoyance, clairaudience, and empathy. They're essential in assisting the third world beyond your five senses. Expand your beliefs. Wow. 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 Where was that card? Limiting beliefs. Where was it? It was here. What is it? It was here. It's here somewhere. It's there. It's in there. I just can't find it. So yeah, expand your beliefs and open your heart to the new knowledge, as it will serve to awaken you to the gifts of psychic awareness. Embrace these gifts and trust that your soul wishes to experience the divine within. Healing energies surround you at this time. This is a sign that you are significantly evolved from them to enter your sphere. Trust your imagination, insight, visions, and the messages that you hear. Listen to what the spirit is telling you and awaken to your potential. What's going on, Jet? We haven't seen you in a while. What, you've been jetting? Saying jet. You've been jetting? Let me stop. I'm not picking on you. Hey, we'll put Jet on timeout. We didn't put Jet. I didn't put. I am. Did you do that by accident? Yeah, I knew you did. I heard you say, oops. You did it by accident. Really? Come on. I bet you slipped. I did that the other day. I did it to Jonathan by accident. I was like, oops, Jonathan, I apologize. So yeah, I did it by, yeah, we do it by accident. Jet, come back on. We like to hear your sarcasm. We need some of your light. I have enough light, but I'm just saying, we like your light. Your light is awesome. All right, let's see what else we have. Okay, let's get some healing messages, actually. So what's going on, Jet? You staying out of trouble? When you come back in 89 seconds or whatever the heck it was. I don't even know. All right, we're going to take out some healing cards. I don't know. Let's just see what's in it. Let's see what we got. I don't know. Let me get these cards together. Let me get them together. Let's see what we have. So how's everybody's Sunday? Hopefully everybody's Sunday is doing great. Mine was fabulous. I don't know. These cards are going crazy today. Just this deck alone. Like the energy is just like, what the hell? What's going on? All right. All right. This card wants to come out, so we're going to take it. All right, we have this one. We have that one. All right, 3 came out. So we're going to see what we got. See what we got. All right. I haven't seen them. We're going to see them together. This one is overcoming. I heard overcoming obstacles. I heard overcoming chains from the past. Situations, people, places, and things. Exes. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave them in the past. They belong in the past for a fucking reason. They're an ex for a reason. Just saying. Okay. Today, in this great school of life, I practice self-discovery by acknowledging that my fears, anger, and ego separate me from my divinity. I allow the light to grow inside me. This light gives me the power to regain over my inner kingdom. Today I overcome all that separates me from the light that is my truest self. We have a door to the infinite. We all do have it. All of us do. Just go within. See? Just go within and find the light. At my heart center, there's a door that leads to the infinite. Today I visit my heart center and open that door. As I enter, I experience a deep sense of sincerity. And I understand that I am eternal, that I am indestructible. From here, I can see beyond my life's challenges to the highest level of my existence. I know now that my inner light is infinite. And then remain in the light. Today, I observe, I take time to think calmly and wisely. And I go forward with complete confidence, knowing that I will succeed. No matter what happens today, I will remain in the light. I will maintain my faith and my equilibrium. In this way, I nurture my soul and become a strong and steady receptive of the light. Representative of the light. See, I got a tongue tie there. All right, let's see. And then I'm out of here. It's getting hot in here. I don't have a fan. My son has my fan. It's way too hot in here. I can't. It's too hot. It's too hot. I don't know what's going on in chat. What's going on in chat, man? What's going on in chat? I heard release guilt, shame, and that all has to do with the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is above your navel, where is, okay, so you have your root chakra, which is your base chakra. That's your foundation. That's family, home, security, all that good stuff, right? So, and then you go up to your sacral chakra, which is your creativity, your sexuality. And we talk about sexuality here. Stop misusing your energy to these bimbos. Not just bimbos, but to dicks too. Bimbos and dicks. We're going to call them bimbos and we're going to call them dicks. Stop giving your energy to bimbos and dicks. Stop doing it. You'll see how better your life improves. I bet you in the next 6 months. Just saying. Okay, and then you have your solar plexus, which is yellow. So red, so your base is red, your sacral is orange, and then you have your solar plexus, which is yellow. Kind of like the sun, you know? So that's confidence. That's self-esteem. That's the I am. All right? So when it's out of alignment, it's all the negative emotions, all these negative thoughts, all these negative, like, cringy things you think about. Okay? Like, I'm not good enough. I'm not, better, I'm not, whatever. Like all those negative thingies, right? Oh, it says the calm. I breathe, live, and grow the light within me. I do one thing at a time and focus on the present moment. I cast off my doubts, all fears dissipate, and I find peace in my being. We have a lot of green. Interesting. There's a lot of green. Green has to do with your heart chakra. Which is above the solar plexus. So your heart chakra, that's receiving and giving. Like the infinite, you know. My battery's going to die. So let me continue. So it says goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thou I free myself. I allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. As you should. See that? Be good to yourself. Like I said, stop giving people your fucking keys to your car. Stop letting people turn the ignition, push the gas. Only you can do that. Only you. Only you rev that engine and say, bitch, this is mine. Let me stop. Eve, stop your nonsense. All right, hold on. We have the voice of the heart. I was just talking about the heart chakra. Look at this. Look at this. You can't make this shit up. You can't. So, the voice of the heart. I silence the fear in me and I discover the voice of my heart. The fruit of these words guides me. I trust the song of my soul. My intuition leads me on the path of light. And then we have self-love. Look at what we were just talking about, everybody in the chat. Look at this. Self-love. Remember, no one can love you. You have to love yourself. Once you love yourself, God is like, oh, I could give you someone. Maybe. I attend to my needs and listen to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. What is good for me? I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and my soul. Thou I learn to love myself. And hey, you little fucker, Flacker5. Ooh, what a fucking name. I think you should shut the fuck up, bitch, and get off my channel and go do something with your life. See? Go create something. I don't know. Go make a video. I don't know. Go build something. I don't fucking know. Stop using your little fucking your little fingers and talking shit. Because I love to talk shit back too. That's all I gotta say. So you're not gonna tell me to shut the fuck up, bitch. Because I ain't a bitch. I ain't a dog. Does it look like I woof woof? I don't think so. Only dogs do that. Do I look like a dog? I don't think I got 4 legs. I got 2 legs and 2 hands. So that goes for you, bitch. I just did a Tyler's tarot. God forgive me. Actually, you seen what he said. So I'm entitled to say what I gotta say. Thank you. So yeah. There you go. So there you go. Well, guys, that was your message until it got rudely interrupted. Oh, my day is going great. My day is going great. As long as people don't piss me off, I'm fine. Someone just pissed me off, so. You're not going to sit here and call me bitch. I'll show you what a bitch is. Definitely, I'm not a dog. Do you even know what a definition of a bitch is? It's a dog. Does it look like I lick myself? I don't think so. No, my day is going great. It's going fine. It's going fabulous, actually. So yeah. I'm out of here. I'm going to bed. I have to go to work tomorrow. Unlike that dude. Whoever he is. So what am I? I am Puerto Rican. So we are Taino Indians and Spaniards and Blacks. So Africanos. So we're mixed with, we're mixed. I don't know who my dad is. I was adopted. But I know who my mother was. Actually, no, I don't know. There was this gentleman that I did meet. He was my mom's pimp. So they say he's my dad. I don't think I look like him, in my personal opinion. But hey, he was an old fart, okay? The dude was old. The dude was like 70-something years old when I met him. I was 9 years old. But he looked Indian. Yeah, my dad was a pimp. My dad used to pimp my mom out. So, that's how that goes. Yeah, he was an old fart. He was old. So, yeah, so my mom is Puerto Rican. So, she comes right from the island. So, and I've met her once in my whole entire life. That's about it. Just once. So, yeah, I'm Hispanic. So, did that answer your question, sir? Did that answer your question, sir? Why? What do I look like? Let me know what I look like. I could be, when I go down to Brooklyn and I go to the bodegas, some of them are like Indians, and they ask me if I'm Indian, and I'm like, no. I get stopped here, like, we have a lot of Indians, like, gasoline stations, Pakistans, Yamings, that, all over the place. They always ask me, are you Indian? Because when I have my hair long and down, they think I'm Indian. I'm like, no. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much. Yes, I am Hispanic. And I do speak Spanish as well. It's my first language. I do speak Spanish once in a while if I do have, like, I have some people from Brazil, Argentina, I think Colombia. I think I had Colombia, but most of my Spanish people are from Australia. I don't even know why I said Australia. Argentina, as we say it, Argentina. So yeah, and Brazil. I could read a little bit of Brazilian because it's a little kind of Italian. I've had Italians, Dominicans. I've had some Dominicans on. And I had some few Spanish people on. Oh, Mexican. Can't forget our Mexicans. Like, órale, way. Órale, way. So yeah. Oh, Colombian. I think I had a Colombian on here before too. Yeah, I like Australians. I always wanted to go to Australia. Actually, one of my mobs is from Australia. I think he left. I'm going to read my Bible tonight. Actually, I'm going to read it again. Oh, wow. So, hear this. This one is, I don't know, some Isaiah 49, 113. It says, kings will see, prince will stand up, and they will all bow down because the Lord who is faithful, the Holy One of Israel, and he has chosen you. This is what the Lord says. I will answer you in time of favor, and I will help you in the day of salvation. I will keep you, and I will appoint you to be a covenant for the people to restore the land. You heard that? You heard that. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Just saying. And to make them possess this desolate inheritance, saying to the prisoners, come out. And to those who are in darkness, show yourselves. They will feed along the pathways, and their plasters will be on all the barren heights. They will not hunger or thirst. See, as God promised, he will not fail you as long as you don't fail him. Just saying. Just saying. That's funny. Isaiah's your middle name. That's hilarious. Well, when I first started, Isaiah 54:11 came on. This is the verse that I read earlier. Pretty interesting. Always, sir. I will always stay focused. Because guess what? Everything that I have was because of God. It wasn't like someone just handed it to me. Here. Actually, God was like, here, you did good. You passed the test. I'll bless you some more. I don't know about lately. Actually, no, he did bless me last week. I can't say that. Sorry, God. No, you did. Sorry. I take that back. But all right, guys, I'm out of here. It was good to chat with you. I've been on for an hour and 13 minutes. I'm going to eat this Mr. Goodbar. Exactly. You are exactly right, Isaiah. I'm just going to call you Isaiah. That's your name. Obviously.